We have announced a mission of AI in agriculture, and using AI modules, we want to make our agriculture more predictable. We want to make the shifts of nature more predictable in the agriculture. So I think that is one area of concern where ultimately much is dependent upon the nature, and that gives me sleepless nights.
There are also suggestions that the tariffs imposed by Trump may affect the farmers in India. Is that a huge concern for you?
I think, what interactions we had, we feel that, yes, there will be some impact, but we also see some opportunities, some new markets growing. So I think, there will be shift in the supply chain, and we are making us ready to, accommodate that shift. So we are not as worried as, people feel that it's going to impact.
Chief Minister, is there any reason to be concerned about the state debt? Because if you take a look at the level, I think it's tripled in the last decade. For investors sitting here, is that something they should be worried about?
Well, they should not be, because I think in India, if you look at the fiscal health of the states, in Maharashtra is the best. Because, you see, if you look at the trajectories set by our FRBM Act or by the Reserve Bank, not a single year we have surpassed. Our fiscal deficit is below 3%. We have maintained it. Our entire debt is just 17% of our GDP. If you look at other states, it is 24%, 25%. Actually, we are allowed up to 25%. But we have maintained up to 17%. And if you look at last 10 years, our GDP has grown from 13 lakh crore to around 45 lakh crore. So 3 times we have increased our GDP, and compared to that, our debt has not increased in that fold. So I think as of now, there is no area of concern. As of now, we are maintaining our fiscal health. And in Maharashtra, we have always tried to maintain our fiscal health, because Maharashtra is known for good economy. We contribute 14 to 15% to the national GDP. And if you look at, these times GST collection figures, Maharashtra has excelled. If you look at, I wouldn't say our competitors, because they are our fellow states, but if you put together number 2 and number 3, together, then also Maharashtra is more than that. So I think this huge buoyancy we could see. It's a 14% increase over last year in Maharashtra's tax collections. So I think things are fine with the economy.
Why is there a reason to spend so much? Where are you spending? I know infrastructure is a key one.
I think infrastructure is something which we are trying to create. You can see a changed Mumbai. With all the infrastructure projects today, we are building around 372 kilometers of metro network, out of which 115 kilometers is almost complete. We have created the coastal road, which is actually changing the face of Mumbai. This coastal road will be extended up to Virar, so it will be on the western side. The entire sea link will be created, and the western side will be decongested. We are creating a multi-modal hub which will be from Virar to Alibag. So that will create an entire loop around Mumbai. So the entire traffic of Mumbai will be decongested because of that. We actually connected Mumbai with the hinterland with Atal Setu, which is 22-kilometer sea bridge. It's one of the longest sea bridge ever built in India. And that has opened up an absolutely new ecosystem now with the new Mumbai airport and the connectivity with Mumbai. As I have told you, the third Mumbai we are creating there, where this Edu City, where Health City, where Innovation City, all these cities will be built. So I think, and not just this, but we are actually creating a network of access control roads. So if you look at the Samruddhi Highway which we have created, this Samruddhi Highway has actually connected us to 15 districts of Maharashtra to the port, to the JNPT port. Now we are connecting this Samruddhi Highway to the new Vadhavan port, and that will actually, give advantage to 17 districts to have port-led development. So around roads, ports, airports, our new Mumbai airport will be ready in next 2 months. We are actually building a new airport in Pune, a brownfield new airport in Nagpur, one more airport at Shirdi. So many airports we are building, ports, airports, roads, highways, bridges. I think we are actually creating an ecosystem to make us a part of global supply chain.
Some have pointed out, though, that a lot of the infrastructure that you're building is mainly in the metro area. What's the plan for the second, third tier cities?
So I think the metro area infrastructure is more focused. But actually we are building more infrastructure in the rural area, connecting the rural area. Like I told you, Samruddhi Highway is something, it's a highway which we built in spending 55,000 crores. And now that has actually given advantage to the farmers of 15 districts, because they are connected to the port, they are connected to the cities, they are connected to the market. We are again building one more access control road, which is Shaktipit Highway, which will be from Nagpur to Goa. And this will be around 900 kilometers road, and it will actually give advantage to the entire Marathwada region. And again, not just infrastructure pertaining to the roads, but for the rural area, we are actually doing river linkage. 4 river linkage projects. These 4 river linkage projects will cost us around 3 lakh crores, but they will make Maharashtra drought free. So right now, the Godavari river, the Godavari basin, it caters to 49% of Maharashtra's agriculture in terms of irrigation, and also in terms of drinking water and water for the industry. But it is a deficit basin. We are bringing water which is flowing from westwards, rivers, westward flowing rivers, which goes directly into sea. We are bringing that water to Marathwada, and that will make the Godavari basin a surplus basin, and we will be drought free. Again, in the Vidarbha region, we are actually building a 500 kilometer canal, which will be like a 500 kilometer new river, linking 2 rivers, and that will absolutely make Vidarbha drought free. So I think we are doing more in the rural area. However, the focus is always more on the metro area.
What's the vision? I mean, the theme says the next 25 years, but I'm not going to put that to you because you need a proper crystal ball for that. We can't even say how it's going to look in 5 years. But in 5 years, how do you see the state evolving?
See, there's an absolute focus vision which we have created. Like we created an economic advisory committee under chairman of Tata Sons, Mr. N. Chandrasekaran. 20 CEOs were part of it from diverse sectors, and they have created a roadmap for us to make Maharashtra a $1 trillion economy by 2029. And some of the things which we are going to do is by 2030, our due to our energy transition endeavor, we will be 52% green. I mean, today our energy mix is last year it was 13%, next year it will be 25%, but by 2030, 52% of our energy mix will be absolutely green. It will come from non-conventional sources. Apart from that, this entire MMR region, we have created a plan for MMR region, because we feel that only the MMR region has capability to become a $1.5 trillion economy. So we are working on that. Again, one such cluster we are creating around Pune, one such cluster we are creating around Nagpur. So actually right now what we have planned is balanced development. In Maharashtra, although Maharashtra is a very forward state, economically it's very strong state, but there are districts which are lagging behind. So now the focus is on districts. We have created district strategy investment plans. We are investing in districts so that the districts which are lagging behind will also come forward, and the economic opportunities will be created in those districts. So I think that by next 5 years, one will be able to see absolute balanced growth in Maharashtra.
All that depends on funding, and a lot of the funding actually comes from remittances. I think Maharashtra receives 20% of all the remittances that India receives, and now we're seeing a crackdown on legal and illegal immigration. Do you see that in any way impacting your remittances?
I don't see that much because, I mean, I should not be saying this, but you know, all that is happening is not of much of concern to Maharashtra, because you know, Maharashtra's presence in US is in Silicon Valley. So, I mean, they are the people who matter the most for US also. So, I don't see any problem about that. Having said that, you know, about funding, if you look at right now, globally, the investors see a lot of opportunity to invest in India. As you have seen that so much of investors have already come to us, and every day actually we are signing MOUs with global funds to fund us, and also right now even the global banks, they are much interested, they are very much interested in funding our projects. So as of now, we don't see any problem around funding.
Chief Minister, we have 20 seconds to go. I'll be remiss not to ask you this question. You have said that the successor of Prime Minister Modi will not come from the state of Maharashtra. What's the basis of that comment?
No, I have said that it is not right time to think about successor of Mr. Modi, because in 2029, Mr. Modi will be again Prime Minister.
Chief Minister, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. But I think you have to remain to sign an MOU here. Thank you.
Well, a huge thank you there to the Honourable Devendra Fadnavis. What a true honour to have you here with us today. Thank you so much for lending us your time here at the IGF 2025. Now, please do stay on the stage. As you can see, we're just rearranging the furniture a little bit here, as we have about 5 MOU exchanges that we'd very much like you to be witness to. So please do stay on the stage. Just while we're rearranging this, though, did I hear correctly that you signed 60 MOUs over in Davos worth $200 million? So very impressive indeed. Is there anything in particular that you're excited about right now in terms of MOU signings?
No, I think I'm very excited that today also we are signing MOUs, and I think it's not stopping. I mean, people thought that Davos is like, one of its kind, but every day we are signing MOUs. So investment is pouring in, and I'm very excited about that.
Very good to hear. Right, I think it's time. So to do the honours for us, please give a very warm welcome to Kaustubh Dabse, who is the Joint Secretary and OSD to the Chief Minister, who is here with us to facilitate the MOUs. So please give a very warm welcome to Kaustubh Dabse. A very warm welcome.
It's a great pleasure to welcome the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Eknath Shinde. Ladies and gentlemen, please. So we are taking over the proceedings for the next few minutes because this is quite an historic event. It's an historic occasion, and what you're going to witness is probably something that the state government has never ever kind of endured. So let me start by first introducing the first MOU. The first MOU or the first association is with a top global company, a company which is known to all of you as Unilever. But the Unilever's ice cream business, which is substantially large, they have decided to set up their first GCC, a global capability or a competency center in Pune. And we have the global CFO of the Magnum ice cream company, Shri Abhijit Bhattacharya. We also have Toloi, the CEO of the India business. And we have Prashant Premrajka, the CFO of the India business. And we have Shri P. Anarbalgan, the Secretary for Industries. Please join the stage.
Thank you so much. Same here. Good to see you.
Please come.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen,
can show it like this.
the Magnum Ice Cream Company's Global Capability Center in Pune. I'm just going to give the mic to Abhijit Bhattacharya to share his views on this historic occasion.
Thank you, Kaustubh. Thank you, Mr. Chief Minister, Mr. Deputy Chief Minister, the Secretary for Industry, senior government officials who are here, and dear colleagues and friends. Just a few words. When Unilever decided to separate the ice cream business, you know Unilever is an iconic company in India and worldwide. We were looking to set up a global competence center, and we, with an independent evaluation, found Pune as the best location in the world, not in India, in the world. And that's because it comes with an abundant talent base, which is actually great, because with companies like ours, we can help very skilled workers to make careers not only in India but internationally. So that's a great advantage. The whole story that we just heard on infrastructure makes Pune much, much more accessible globally, which gives us another big stage to come here. But it's not just about this company and coming to Pune and a new initiative. I can tell you that this drive from the government has been happening for years. So we talk about it now and India now, but this is not new to the state of Maharashtra. I remember we set up a high-tech, in my previous role, I was the CFO of Philips Worldwide, and we set up a high-tech medical equipment manufacturing facility in Pune, which Mr. Fadnavis himself had kindly inaugurated. And that was not the end of it. I think the biggest thing that keeps bringing me back here is the fact that during COVID, we were allowed to manufacture life-saving equipment, which was an example to the world, because factories around the world had shut down, and Pune showed the world how you can still make life-saving critical equipment. So I look forward to this collaboration, and thank you again, Kaustubh, for facilitating this. You know, we talked about dipping toes in the water.